So I sold my Pontiac Vibe and I bought this Accord, and it runs really good, but it has a little bit of rust showing at the bottom. Now I'm not gonna go crazy, but I am gonna clean this up a little bit. There's nothing I like more than giving a new old car some TLC. Now this technique won't make the car perfect. It's just gonna hide the rust. Of course, the rust is gonna come back, but in the meantime I'm gonna make the car look just a little bit nicer. So I'm gonna use a little bit of sandpaper on this big rust here. I'm not gonna go crazy, but just remove the ugliest part. So I'm using Trem Clad. I think the equivalent paint is called the Rust-Oleum in the US. So I'm just gonna come in and paint over this, and I'm going quite a bit thick. No need to be shy here. So I'm gonna keep doing this off camera. So already much improved. I'm gonna give 2 coats like this. So this is not a repair, it just the rust will come back. We're just gonna hide it for a little while. So I have this section here that's a little bigger, and that I'm gonna use just a little bit wider brush. And I'm still laying it on very thick. The easiest colors to match like this are obviously white and black, and silver, also very easy to do. So before you take on a project like that, those are good colors. Pick your project carefully, but that is something to keep in mind. You know, if you find an old car that's cheap because it's ugly, if it's those types of colors, could be a fun project. Obviously, if you want to sell it, it's a good thing to do that before. For me, this car, I'm probably going to drive it for a little while. Right now, this year, pickups are really expensive. So this car has a trailer hitch, so I'm going to be able to do a lot of work using the trailer hitch. So that's my first coat. I'm going to go around the car doing that, a lot of touch-ups with my little brush, and then that's going to give this side time to dry, and then I'll give it a second coat. There's often rust around the wheel well. You may not be too attentive to it, but your subconscious picks it up and the car looks rusty to you. And then this rust over the plate, you can't see it, but I'm going to try to touch it up. Maybe I can protect it a little bit. This part here, I might be able to get this to go away with my buffer. And then this part here, there's no rust involved, but we're going to make it look better. So that's much improved. After 2 coats, this is what the car looks like. I'm gonna let it dry for a while. Now I'm getting ready to do the buffer. And that's gonna remove a lot of the small imperfections. I'm gonna see if I can help maybe these scratches a little bit with my buffer. So these weren't too deep, the scratches. It's not perfect, but it helped quite a bit. Then these types of rust spots, that is stuff you pick up along the road, and that will disappear very quickly with the buffer. So that helped quite a bit. I'm working on my bumper. It's raining today, so I have to work inside. But this type of stuff here, that is just road grime that you pick up from driving around. So that's all gonna disappear with some wax and some elbow grease. So that worked out well. I'm pretty pleased with that. There's still a couple of scratches, but a lot of this road grime is gone. The windshield wipers, it's the same thing. It's a small detail, but your mind registers that and makes the car look old and rusty. And my wheels are really badly messed up. They're corroded and scraped, so that just won't do. I have two options with that. One is I can get them to get redone by professional outfit, or what I did is I bought some wheel covers, some wheel skins they call them, and those just snap into place. And then once you have them into place, you got a brand new wheel. Now that's what I'm talking about. So here's my final result. This is the good side. So it turned out really well. I'm really pleased with that. And this is the bad side. Still turned out pretty good. So that gives me a shiny little car that I can drive back and forth to work. Hope you enjoyed the video. See you soon.